Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to be doing something a little different.
Ooh.
We're going to be taking the movie Furiosa,
Okay.
reimagining it
All right.
in the Warhammer 40K universe.
Now that's a fascinating concept.
It is.
Furiosa gave us this brutal world, right?
Yeah.
Resource scarce wasteland.
Right.
But 40K,
Yeah.
it just takes all that
Oh, yeah.
and dials it up to 11.
Totally.
You've got a dystopian future ruled by this decaying god emperor.
Right.
Humanity is barely clinging to survival
Yeah.
against,
Against everything.
against everything.
Yeah. Aliens, demons.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
But a fun nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. A fun nightmare to explore.
Yes.
So if we're going to do this right,
Okay.
we need to find the perfect setting
Yeah.
for our 40K Furiosa.
We got to swap out the Australian outback
Right. It's got to be something
for something way more intense.
way more intense.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, the Imperium of Man has millions of worlds, right? And a lot of them are just teetering on the brink of collapse.
Oh, yeah.
So picture this.
Okay.
A ravaged imperial world.
Okay.
The environment's just poisoned by pollution. Skies are choked with ash and smoke.
Oh, it's bleak.
Water is scarce.
Okay.
Every drop is precious.
Got it.
That's our setting.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's got that,
Yes,
that Furiosa feel.
it's dark, but it's 40K,
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Gotta be. All right, so we got that.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the Citadel.
Okay.
In the original, it was Immortan Joe's fortress.
Right.
A symbol of his power.
It's control.
His control.
Yeah.
So what would be the 40K equivalent?
Ooh. Okay.
What do you think?
I'm thinking instead of just a single fortress,
Okay.
let's go big.
Okay.
Let's go with a sprawling hive city.
Oh, Hive City. Like
Yeah.
those massive,
Piercing.
piercing the clouds.
Yes.
Okay.
And the lower levels are just crammed with humanity.
Oh, so it's still got that.
It's still oppressive.
Oppressive, yeah.
Yeah. But at the top,
Yeah.
you've got this tyrannical ruler
Yeah.
hoarding all the resources.
Right, so it's still got that same
Yeah, the same
dynamic.
Yeah, the same power dynamic as the Citadel.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a place of desperation
Totally.
and also resilience.
Oh, very cool.
You know,
It's a good,
they're clinging to life.
yeah, it's a good setting.
Yeah.
It's a good equivalent.
Good equivalent to the Citadel.
Yeah, and it's got that,
It's visually striking too,
oh,
right?
it's very visually striking.
You can just imagine
Oh, yeah.
the towering structures,
Yeah.
the smoke,
The grime, the grit.
the grime.
So, okay, we've got that.
All right.
That's our Citadel.
Our hive city.
Our Hive City.
Yeah.
Now, we got to talk about the villain.
Oh, yeah.
Immortan Joe.
He was terrifying
Oh, you
in the original,
Yeah.
but how do we translate that?
Yeah, how do we
Wow.
into 40K?
Yeah, how do we up the ante?
We got to go bigger, right?
Yeah.
We got to go badder.
Yatter, yeah.
Okay, so Immortan Joe,
Yeah.
he was all about control
Right.
and legacy.
Yeah.
But in 40K,
Yeah.
we can tap into something much darker.
Oh, okay. I like where this is going.
How about a Chaos Warlord?
Okay.
A champion of Nurgle,
A Nurgle.
the Chaos God of Decay.
Oh, that's good.
So he's a fighter of grotesque power,
Oh, okay.
bloated, diseased,
Mhm.
but he's got this unnatural charisma.
Ooh, so he's still got that.
He's still got that magnetism.
Yeah, that draw.
Yeah, that pull
Okay.
that Immortan Joe had.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we've got this Nurgle warlord.
Yes.
He's ruling the Hive City.
From its corrupted heights.
Yes, and he's our stand-in for Immortan Joe.
He's our big bad.
Okay, so we got our setting.
Yeah.
We got our villain.
We got our big bad.
But what about Furiosa?
Ah, Furiosa.
Yeah.
She's the heart of the story.
She's tough. She's resilient.
Yeah.
She's got those mechanical skills.
Yeah, she's survived.
And all of that fits perfectly into 40K.
Right.
So instead of a war rig mechanic,
Oh,
I'm seeing her as a veteran,
okay.
the Astra Militarum.
Oh, the Imperial Guard.
Yes.
Okay.
The Imperium's vast army.
Yeah.
She's hardened by countless battles.
Oh, yeah.
She's seen the worst of the worst.
Okay, so she's got that same
She's got the grit,
yeah.
the determination.
that we see in Furiosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
She knows how to fight, and she knows how to stay cool
Yeah.
under pressure,
Perfect. Perfect.
which is good because she's going to need it
Oh, yeah.
in 40K.
Right. She's up against orcs,
Oh, she's fighting orcs.
heretics,
Heretics.
maybe even chaos.
She might have even glimpsed a demon
Yeah.
in her time.
Oh, that's rough.
You know?
Yeah, so she's got that.
She's seen some stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
And And let's not forget
Oh, yeah.
her mechanical arm.
That iconic arm.
Yeah.
We got to do something with that.
Yeah. How do we 40K that up?
Okay, so in 40K,
Yeah.
we can take that arm and replace it with an Adeptus Mechanicus prosthesis.
Whoa, okay.
It's a marvel of biomechanical engineering grafted onto her by a tech priest.
Okay, so it's not just a limb.
No, it's more than that.
All right.
It's a weapon.
Oh, okay.
It's a tool. It's a symbol of her defiance.
Oh, I like it.
In this galaxy obsessed with decaying technology.
That's a really good visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our setting.
Yeah.
We got our villain.
Our big bad.
We got our hero.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about
the five wives.
The five wives.
Oh, yeah.
In Furiosa.
Yeah.
They were Immortan Joes, like
his prized possessions.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So how would their roles
How do we make them 40K?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of just being objects of desire, they become something way more potent.
Right.
They become psychers.
Ooh, psychers.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 40K, psychers are individuals with the ability to tap into the warp.
Right.
The roiling sea of psychic energy that underpins reality.
They're powerful.
Powerful.
And dangerous.
Incredibly dangerous. So our Chaos Warlord, he's not just hoarding them for their beauty.
Right.
He's exploiting their psyker powers for his own dark purposes.
So that adds a whole nother layer to this.
It completely changes the power dynamic. It's not just physical control anymore.
Right.
It's psychic domination.
Yeah, it's like he needs them.
He needs their power.
For something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Furiosa's mission changes too.
Okay, how so?
It's not just a desperate escape anymore.
Okay.
She's fighting to protect these women.
Okay.
From the insidious influence of chaos.
Wow.
So the stakes are higher?
The stakes are way higher. Yeah. Okay, so we've laid the groundwork.
We have.
For this really epic 40K version of Furiosa.
It's shaping up to be pretty awesome.
We got the Hive City.
Yes.
We got the Chaos Warlord.
Yes.
The five wives are psychers.
Powerful psychers.
But there's one crucial element we haven't discussed yet.
What's that?
The vehicles.
Ah, the vehicles.
Furiosa is known for its chase scenes.
Oh, yeah.
They're insane.
Those chase scenes were incredible.
So how do we translate that?
We got to up the ante. We got to make it 40K.
Yeah, we got to make it.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Part 2 of our deep dives.
I can't wait.
It's going to be good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, so join us next time.
Yep, for more 40K Furiosa action.
All right, see you then.
See you then. All right, so welcome back to our deep dive into a 40K Furiosa.
Yeah, when we left off, we had this epic showdown brewing. In this corrupted Hive City. Furiosa's fighting to free the five wives.
Right.
They're psychers now.
Powerful psychers.
From this grotesque Chaos Warlord.
Oh, he's a bad dude.
He is.
But you know what we haven't talked about yet?
What's that?
The vehicles.
Oh, yeah. Furiosa.
Those chase scenes.
It's known for those insane chase scenes.
Oh, they were incredible.
How do we translate that energy into 40K?
We got to make them 40K.
Yeah.
So first we got to upgrade the war rig.
Okay, the war rig.
It was an icon.
Oh, yeah.
It was a testament to human ingenuity and inspiration. Exactly.
Yeah.
But in 40K,
yeah,
we need something even more formidable.
Okay, so what?
What if, instead of that cobbled-together truck, Furiosa commandeered a repurposed Imperial Guard Chimera?
A Chimera?
Yeah.
Those are the...
Yeah, those armored personnel carriers.
Yeah.
With the treads.
With the heavy bolters.
And the heavy bolters.
Yeah, okay.
Picture this.
Okay.
A Chimera.
Yeah.
The Imperial Aquila.
Yeah.
Defaced, replaced with scrap metal.
Okay.
Troop compartments modified to carry the five wives.
Oh, so they got some protection.
Yeah, they're not just out in the open. And of course, it's bristling with weaponry.
Oh, yeah.
Twin heavy bolters, maybe even a multi-laser.
Ooh, multi-laser.
Or a heavy flamer.
Yeah, okay.
Salvaged from some battlefield wreck.
Okay, so it's got that.
It's got the firepower, it's got the armor, and it's got that gritty industrial aesthetic.
It screams 40K.
It screams 40K, exactly.
Okay.
Who's chasing them?
Right, we can't just have
generic wasteland raiders.
Right, it's gotta be.
No, in 40K,
the
threats are way more diverse.
Oh, yeah.
And way more terrifying.
Okay.
So remember that Nurgle warlord?
Yeah.
He commands legions of corrupted followers.
Right.
Imagine them pursuing Furiosa in this chaotic convoy of rusted out vehicles.
Right. Like what?
Everything. Yeah. Jury-rigged trucks, defiled rhino transports.
Oh, rhino transports. Yeah. Okay.
All bearing the sigils of Nurgle.
So it's like a moving...
It's a moving shrine.
Yeah, moving shrines.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's terrifying.
It's a sight to behold.
Yeah.
But we also had those war boys in Furiosa.
Oh, yeah.
And Morton Joe's fanatical warriors.
Yeah, on their souped-up cars.
Yeah, those crazy vehicles.
Yeah. What would be their 40K equivalent?
Okay, so for the war boys,
yeah,
we have a couple of options.
Okay.
They could be chaos cultists drawn from the Hive City.
Right.
Their minds just warped by Nurgle.
Okay, so they're still fanatical.
Oh, they're completely fanatical.
Okay.
They're promised power,
right,
immortality.
Yeah.
Or they could be a corrupted regiment
of
the Imperial Guard.
So they're like fallen...
They're fallen soldiers.
Yeah.
Their loyalty twisted by chaos.
So they're still kind of organized.
They have some semblance of organization.
Yeah, but they're
devoted to chaos.
Okay, all right.
Instead of souped up cars, they're riding chaos bikes.
Oh, chaos bikes.
Yeah. Roaring engines, spewing black smoke.
Yeah.
Wielding chainswords.
Okay, so they're like bikers.
They're like a biker gang.
But they're from hell.
But from hell, exactly.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
So we've got the lumbering Chimera, the corrupted convoy, and these terrifying chaos bikers.
It's a good lineup.
It's a pretty intense chase already.
Yeah.
But you know what would really crank up the tension?
What's our...
Orcs.
Orcs.
We haven't talked about orcs yet.
Yeah, they got to be in there somewhere.
Oh, they're going to be involved.
They're
drawn to chaos.
Chaos, fighting, destruction. It's like a magnet to them.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do they fit in?
Imagine a horde of orcs.
Okay.
In their ramshackle trucks.
Yeah, trucks.
Piling into this chase.
They don't care who wins.
No, they just want to fight.
Right, they just want...
They want to smash things.
Yeah, smash things.
They're reveling in the wagey energy.
The wagey age. Okay, so it's a three-way chase now.
It's getting chaotic.
Chaos, orcs, and Furiosa.
Caught in the middle.
Oh, that's a good visual.
Yeah. Roaring engines.
Explosions.
Screeching metal.
Yeah.
It's a symphony of destruction.
Wait, there's one more faction we haven't talked about?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Necrons.
The Necrons.
Yes.
You can't have 40K.
They got to make an appearance.
Without the Necrons.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so how do they...
They're the wild card.
Yeah.
Imagine this.
Okay.
The chase is at its peak. A tremor runs through the battlefield.
Okay.
The ground splits.
Uh-oh.
And from the depth rises an ancient Necron tomb complex.
Oh, wow.
Long dormant,
yeah,
but now stirring back to life.
Okay, so they were just sleeping there.
They were just waiting for the right moment.
Okay.
Necron warriors, their glowing green eyes fixed on Furiosa's Chimera.
Okay.
They join the fray.
Uh-oh.
Their Goss weapons, spitting beams of energy.
So they're just cutting through everything.
Oh, yeah. Flesh, metal, doesn't matter.
Okay, so it's a four-way free-for-all now.
It's absolute chaos.
Chaos, orcs, Necrons.
And Furiosa.
Furiosa right in the middle.
Trying to survive.
But what are they even fighting for?
That's a good question.
Like, what's the objective here?
The Chaos Forces.
Yeah.
They want the five wives.
Right.
They want their psyker powers.
Okay.
The orcs. Yeah. They just want to fight.
They just want to smash.
Smash things, yeah.
Okay.
The Necrons.
Yeah, what about the Necrons?
Their motives are a mystery.
Right.
Maybe they see the five wives as a source of energy. Right. Or maybe they just see everyone else as an annoyance.
They just want everyone out of their tomb.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's pure 40K chaos.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
But it's a beautiful mess.
It's a beautiful mess.
In a grimdark kind of way.
But, you know, in Furiosa,
the
chase wasn't just in the wasteland.
Right.
There was that storm sequence.
Oh, the sandstorm.
Yeah, how do we translate that?
I gotta dial it up.
You gotta make it 40K.
Yeah, make 40K.
Instead of a sandstorm.
Okay.
Imagine them driving into a warp storm.
A warp storm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that look like?
It's a raging tempest of psychic energy.
Okay.
It tears at the fabric of reality.
Oh, so it's not just wind and sand.
No.
It's like reality's breaking down.
Reality is breaking down.
Oh, wow.
Demons are flickering in and out of existence.
No, that's terrifying.
The laws of physics are breaking down.
Oh, okay, so it's like...
The landscape is warping and twisting.
Yeah. A nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
But they're driving through it.
They're driving through it.
Oh, man.
It's intense.
Yeah, how do they even
So how does Furiosa
control the Chimera?
Yeah, how does she keep it on the road?
Yeah.
That's where the five wives come in.
Okay.
They're psyker powers.
Right.
They could shield the Chimera.
Oh, okay.
From the worst of the warp storm.
Right.
Maybe even manipulate the storm.
Ooh, manipulate it?
To their advantage.
Okay, so they're not just passengers.
No, they're
helping them survive.
They're essential to survival.
Okay.
And it shows you
yeah.
why the Chaos Warlord wants them.
Right. Their powers are that important.
Their powers are that important.
Yeah, but where does this warp storm even lead them?
Ah, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It spits them out somewhere.
Okay.
But not where you might expect.
Okay.
Think about it.
All right.
We've got this chase.
Yeah. Across this ravaged imperial world.
Right.
Decay, oppression.
Yeah.
Where's the opposite of that?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Where's the place that represents hope? Ancient power. Maybe even a sliver of hope.
You're talking about the Eldar.
The Eldar.
The space elves.
Yes.
Okay, so.
The warp storm,
yeah.
It doesn't just drop them on another planet.
Okay.
It throws them into the webway.
The webway.
Yeah.
Okay, refresh my memory.
It's a network of ancient pathways woven through the warp.
And the Eldar built it.
The Eldar built it.
Okay, so they're not just escaping the Chaos Warlord.
No.
They're entering
another dimension.
Another dimension controlled by
the Eldar.
The Eldar.
Yeah.
It's a huge gamble.
Oh, yeah.
The webway is a place of shadows and echoes.
Okay.
The line between reality and madness, it blurs.
Yeah.
It's also the last bastion of the Eldar.
Okay.
There are people haunted by their past.
Right. They've had a rough go of it. They've had a rough time.
Yeah.
They're just trying to survive.
Okay, so it's a whole different...
There's a whole different set of challenges.
Yeah, they've traded one set of problems.
One set of problems
for a whole new set.
Okay, so what kind of challenges are we talking about?
The webway is a reflection of the warp.
Okay.
It's constantly shifting.
Right.
Pathways appear and disappear.
Oh, that's not good.
Echoes of the past.
Yeah.
They bleed into the present.
So it's unpredictable.
Completely unpredictable.
Oh, okay.
Imagine them navigating these corridors, never knowing what's around the next bend.
Right, so they could...
They could stumble upon a lost Eldar city.
Okay.
They could run into Eldar warriors.
Right.
Or they could face...
Yeah.
The denizens of the webway itself.
Ooh, what are those?
Creatures warped by the Imperium.
Okay, so it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be a walk in the park.
No, but you said something about hope earlier.
Ah, yes.
Could the Eldar actually help them? It's a possibility.
Okay.
The Eldar and the Imperium, they have a long and bloody history.
They don't like each other.
No, they don't.
But
they both hate chaos.
They have a common enemy in chaos.
Right, right.
And the five wives.
Yeah.
They're powerful psychers.
The Eldar would respect that.
They would respect it.
Yeah.
And fear it.
Yeah, okay.
If Furiosa can prove she's not a threat,
right,
maybe they can find common ground.
Okay, so there's a chance for an alliance.
There's a chance.
But it's 40K.
But it's 40K. Nothing's easy.
Nothing's easy.
There's going to be mistrust.
Right.
Different goals.
Yeah. Different ways of doing things.
Different cultures.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a smooth partnership.
Right. And plus that warp storm.
Yeah.
It tore a hole in reality.
It did.
Could the Chaos Warlord follow them?
He could.
Through that hole?
It's a possibility.
So they're not safe.
Not even in the webway.
Even in the webway.
No.
Okay, what about them? And who knows what he'll unleash?
Yeah, what about the orcs and necrons?
Ah, good question.
Did they just give up?
The orcs?
Yeah.
They might be distracted for now, but they love to fight.
Yeah.
They could stumble into the webway.
Oh, okay.
Drawn by the psychic disturbances.
So they could still show up?
They could still show up.
Okay, what about the necrons?
And necrons, they have their own ways.
Right.
They're not bound by the same rules.
Right, they're ancient and powerful.
If they want to find Furiosa, they will.
Okay, so...
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's out of the game yet.
It's 40K.
It's 40K.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. Okay, so we've taken the story of survival.
Furiosa.
Yeah, Furiosa.
Yeah.
And we've just plunged it into 40K.
Into the deep end.
Yeah, the deep end.
In the 40K universe.
Yeah, it's bleak.
It's grim.
But there's something, like...
There's still hope.
Hopeful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's the essence of 40K, even in this grim, dark future. Yeah. Even with these horrors. Yeah. There's still people fighting.
Yeah.
They're fighting for something better.
They're not giving up.
They're not giving up.
Yeah, and Furiosa, she kind of embodies that.
She does.
With her grit.
Her determination.
And her loyalty.
Her loyalty to those she cares about.
Yeah, I like it.
So maybe survival isn't enough. Maybe it's about finding something worth fighting for.
Yeah, finding something more.
Something more.
That's a good point.
Maybe Furiosa and the 5 wives.
Yeah.
They can find that.
Yeah.
In this crazy galaxy.
In this galaxy of gods and monsters.
Yeah, it's a long shot.
It is.
But it's 40K.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
To find out what happens,
yeah,
you'll have to join us
for
the final part.
Part 3.
Our deep dive.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we left Furiosa and the 5 wives in a warp storm.
Yeah.
In the heart of a warp storm.
Battling chaos.
Orcs.
Secrons.
The whole shebang.
It's been crazy.
It's been wild.
So what happens next?
Well, the warp, it's unpredictable.
Right.
It's this realm of endless possibilities. It's a sea of psychic energy where reality itself is fluid.
Okay.
So a warp storm, it's not just like a regular storm. It's like being in a hurricane.
Yeah.
But instead of wind and rain, it's raw psychic power.
Okay.
And the echoes of every thought and emotion that's ever existed.
So it's not exactly a Sunday drive.
No.
How does Furiosa even navigate something like that?
Well, remember the 5 wives.
Yeah.
They're not just along for the ride.
Okay.
They're psyker powers.
Right.
They're the key to survival.
Okay.
Imagine them.
Okay.
Huddled within the Chimera.
Yeah.
Their combined psychic might forms a shield against the storm's chaotic energy.
So they're kind of like riding the storm out. Yeah, they're using their powers to weather the storm.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Even for Furiosa.
Yeah.
But where does the storm even take them?
Well, it spits them out.
Yeah.
But maybe not where you'd think.
Okay.
Think about it.
All right.
We've got this chase.
Yeah.
Across this ravaged Imperial world.
Right. Decay, oppression.
Right.
Where's the opposite of that?
Where's the one place that represents ancient power and maybe even a glimmer of hope?
You're talking about the Eldar?
The Eldar.
The space elves.
Exactly.
Okay.
The warp storm, it doesn't just deposit them on another planet. It throws them into the webway.
The webway, that's their...
Yeah, the network of pathways.
Yeah, through the warp.
And guess who built it?
The Eldar.
The Eldar.
Okay, so they're not just escaping the Chaos Warlord. They're entering...
They're entering a whole other dimension.
Another dimension controlled by the Eldar.
The Eldar.
It's a huge risk.
It is, yeah.
The webway.
It's a strange place.
Okay.
It's all shadows and echoes.
Wow.
You never know what's real and what's not.
Okay.
And it's the last refuge of the Eldar.
Right.
A people haunted by their past.
They've had a rough history.
They've seen better days.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different set of challenges.
Okay, so they went from one fire...
into another.
Into another.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of challenges are we talking about?
Well, the webway is a reflection of the warp itself.
Okay, so it's unpredictable.
Totally unpredictable. It's constantly shifting.
Uh-huh.
Pathways appear and disappear.
Oh, that's not good.
Echoes of the past bleed into the present.
So it's like a maze?
It's a labyrinth.
Okay.
Imagine them traveling through these corridors, never knowing what's around the next bend.
Right, so they could run into...
They could stumble upon a lost Eldar city.
Okay.
They could encounter a patrol of Eldar warriors.
Uh-huh.
Or they could face something even worse.
Like?
The denizens of the webway itself.
What are those?
Creatures warped by the energies of the Imperium.
Okay, so like demons.
Kinda, but even weirder.
Okay, so it's not going to be a walk in the park.
No, it's going to be just as dangerous as the wasteland.
But you mentioned hope earlier.
I did.
Could the Eldar actually help them?
It's a possibility.
Okay.
The Eldar and the Imperium.
Yeah, they have a long history.
A long and bloody history.
Yeah.
But they also have a common enemy.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Okay.
And the 5 wives.
Yeah.
They're powerful psychers.
The Eldar would...
They would respect that power.
Respect it.
But they'd also fear it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if Furiosa can prove she's not a threat, maybe they can work together.
Okay, so maybe an alliance?
Maybe.
But it's 40K.
It's 40K.
It's never easy.
Never.
It's going to be mistrust.
Definitely.
You have different goals.
Different cultures.
Yeah, it's not going to be a smooth partnership.
Not at all.
And plus that warp storm that brought them there.
Ripped a hole in reality.
Right. So could the Chaos Warlord...
He could follow them.
Follow them right through.
Right into the webway.
So they're not safe.
No.
Not even with the Eldar.
Not even in the webway.
Okay, what about...
And who knows what horrors he might bring with him.
Yeah, what about the Orcs and the Necrons?
Yes, the other players.
Did they just give up the chase?
The orcs?
Yeah.
They might be distracted for now.
By the fighting?
Yeah, by all the shiny loot.
Right.
But their thirst for battle, it never really ends. They could easily stumble into the webway, drawn by the same psychic disturbances that pulled Furiosa in.
So they could still show up?
Oh, they're never truly out of the picture.
Okay, what about the Necrons?
The Necrons are a wild card.
Right, they do their own thing.
They have their own ways.
Yeah.
They're not bound by the same rules.
Right, they're ancient.
Ancient and powerful.
If they want to find Furiosa. Okay, so nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe?
No one's out of the game.
It's 40K. It's 40K.
Anything can happen.
So we took Furiosa.
This story of survival and rebellion.
Yeah.
And we threw it into 40K.
Into the deep end of 40K.
Where the water's cold and dark.
It's grim.
It's brutal.
But there's something hopeful about it.
There is.
Yeah.
It's that glimmer of hope that keeps us coming back.
Yeah, even in this grim, dark future.
Even in the darkest corners of the galaxy.
Yeah, there's still people fighting for something better.
They're not giving up.
And Furiosa, she embodies that.
She does.
With her grit, her determination.
Her loyalty.
Yeah, she doesn't give up.
No.
So maybe survival isn't enough.
Maybe it's about more than just surviving.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about finding something worth fighting for.
Finding a purpose.
Something that transcends the endless cycle of war and despair.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe Furiosa and the 5 wives.
Yeah.
They can find that purpose together.
Maybe in this crazy galaxy. In this galaxy of gods and monsters.
Yeah.
Maybe there's still hope.
That's a good note to end on.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even in the grimdark future of 40K.
Yeah.
There's still hope.
Well, thank you for taking us on this wild ride.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Through Furiosa in 40K.
Anytime.
Until next time, listeners.
Stay safe out there.
Keep exploring. Keep questioning.
And watch out for warp storms.
And keep diving deep